How's it going, everybody? Welcome faces back to another NFTs guide video, where today we're going to talk about one of the only carbon credit and green initiative blockchains that I have ever seen in my life. Now, you gotta be ready for this. This is going to be very extensive, so sit back in your chairs or your bed or wherever you're watching from, relax and enjoy the video as I go through one of the most promising projects I've probably seen in 2023. So without further ado, let's get right into it. And as always, if you enjoy the video, drop a like, check out the description down below, drop these guys a quick follow on the Twitter page, and let's get on into the website where your mind is about to be blown. Okay, I've seen a lot of blockchain based sustainability blockchains, all this stuff, but nothing really with a carbon credit and green initiative system. And PERFUEL is actually designed as a future investment in long-term sustainability. Net emissions is the main focus of this entire blockchain, and just stick around until I explain what exactly the whole goal is and how you can take advantage of it. Now, as the world is progressing, the demand for sustainable and green energy, just increases, right? And over time, which is something that I look at the market for, I believe that even countries and economies will begin to invest and subsidize firms that are looking to become sustainable, but don't want to give up their short-term profits by using fossil fuels, powering energy. And this is why I believe any project that's looking into the sustainability type of world is going to succeed in the next 10 years. And PERFUEL, being short for perfect fuel, with a huge team behind it, believes that their blockchain can be completely sustainable. They're creating a solution to this fossil fuel problem and the carbon footprint problem by simply using proof of stake as a consensus model, and most tokens as a result will have the most power to validate transactions through a proof of stake blockchain. Now, I'm going to explain this a little bit further, but let's just take a little look at the tokenomics for the start of what you actually may be buying into. Now, I do believe the pre-sale is out and you will be able to purchase PERFUEL if you literally just head on over in the description down below. But it is the PERF token. It's on the BEP20 or Binance Smart Chain. 5 million only total supply. It's a decentralized protocol token. 10% for team and shareholders, and for carbon credit treasury assets, 20% is going. Now, investing into the green blockchain and metaverse, it will be 20% of the funds raised. Gold, silver, and Bitcoin treasury assets, another 20%. So these guys are diversifying in everything blockchain and sustainability based. Liquidity pool for tokens, burn and deflation, yes, it is possible and it is very probable. Staking rewards, 15%, and I'm going to show you the DApp or the DApp later on, and you can check out the whole entire contract address later on. Now, what is the meaning of this entire credit ecosystem? Now, we do have, climate change, global warming that are creating some chaos right now, and we're literally all going to disappear unless we start doing something. So what these guys are aiming to do to overcome this double spending problem, which blockchain helps with, right? With lack of transparency as well, with a lot of companies just burning through their fuels all the time, and substantial transaction costs for literally every other proof of work blockchain out there, and also traditional payment mechanisms which do employ a lot of more computational power than proof of stake actually does, leads these guys to aim to create the carbon credit ecosystem using smart contracts that operate with blockchain technology to bring more transparency, accessibility, and liquidity and standardization to the carbon markets. The entire ecosystem will include a tokenization mechanism to digitize these carbon credits with clear minting and burning protocols, and tools to engage all stakeholders, including energy industry, project verifiers, liquidity providers, NGOs, concerned citizens, and governments as well. Everybody will have a role in this project. Now, carbon credits came out in 2015 in December. The Paris Agreement brought all nations to a common cause where there was a specific limit set that a company cannot exceed. Carbon taxes were emerged as well and implemented on a emission trading scheme to actually create a carbon market. Now, the difference between these things is that a third-party certifying body regulates the CER as opposed to the VER. And what does this actually mean? And what the problem is that you can't have something like this controlled by a centralized body, because it is going to be manipulated in some way, shape, or form, where voluntary emission reduction is a carbon offset exchange in the over-the-counter or voluntary market for credits, whereas the CER, or certified emissions reduction, is created through a regulatory framework to offset a project's emissions. And what this means is that through carbon credits, which is basically a tradable permit, the blockchain that operates on it is able to, operate substantially more smooth than any centralized organization is. And there is a lot of benefits to it, right? Where first of all, the organization is able to communicate directly with stakeholders with the blockchain technology, right? Remember, everything is immutable, everything is transparent. The carbon footprint can also be calculated. CO2 emissions will be reduced over time. Generation and purchasing of renewable energy will be easier if it's put on the blockchain, and it can offset residual CO2 emissions as well. And these automated market makers, or the free dApps that you see somewhere in the DeFi world, have been developed on blockchains, allowing for the trading of digitized assets directly on the blockchain without intermediaries and minimal algorithmic fees. And what does this mean? It means that it's a lot easier to trade carbon credits on the blockchain rather than off the blockchain. And you guys all know what a smart contract is. I've talked about it a million times. The whole idea with PERFUEL is to bring more liquidity, transparency, accessibility, and standardization to the carbon markets. And if you think this is something that you'd be a part of in the future, make sure to head on over to their Twitter page, give them a fat follow, because there is going to be a lot of stuff coming out in the future as well. Now, the PERFUEL token will be used to pay for environmental projects and to offset carbon emissions. The token can also be used to support green energy projects and sustainable development. Holders and stakers of the token will play Dragon's Den or Shark's Tank with them to decide which green initiatives we invest project funds towards. So what this basically means is that anybody that invests in this gets a chance for their idea to be heard, so the development team can actually invest in them to fund this sustainable project further on. So this is a one-of-a-kind revolutionary token. It's something you guys need to take into account, and it's estimated that the global market for green energy will reach $2.3 trillion by 2020, and who knows how much by 2030, because we need to move green if we want to, literally survive in the future. Now, this marketplace that these guys want to create with a green-backed crypto exchange is a great way to improve and create a way to offset carbon footprints, improve power performance, and support green initiatives around the world. And there will be a variety of different currencies to choose from, a variety of different payment methods, and a variety of customer support options as well. Now, the exchange is a central marketplace for carbon credits. This is what these guys are going to be doing. Energy consumption and usage will be decreased and moved towards the sustainable goals. And I think you guys understand what is going on right now. The benefit of a cryptocurrency backed by gold at this point, which is, instead of doing no backing whatsoever, it's a little bit better because it provides all of this sustainability and all of this movement towards the future and sustainable practices and green energy. It makes it backed by a real tangible asset, and the benefits are numerous. It's basically a very stable option because you guys know how gold moves over time. It's pretty much only going up because the supply is scarce and the demand is always high, especially in times of inflation and stagflation. It's a lot easier to understand the market because fluctuations of a gold-backed crypto are a lot easier to understand because you know where gold is going to go, usually, and it doesn't swing too far up and down in the short term. Cryptocurrencies are easy to store rather than gold blocks, right? Which is why it's easier to have a gold-backed cryptocurrency rather than just holding gold bars in your house. You can access blockchain trading apps as well by tokenizing gold and silver into digital assets, and it avoids central bankers and thus banks, which we all know what the benefits are for. Green metaverse initiatives are something that these guys are going to be promoting in the future. They will be backing everything going on, and obviously staking is a big part of the project as well, where you need no hardware. You're getting a 12% APY passive income for staking these PERFUEL tokens. Very scalable into the future, eco-friendlier than traditional staking, more cost-effective, and highly secured with smart contracts. Now, of all these other crypto tokens, the PERFUEL token actually has a backing from gold, carbon credits, and green company stocks. This is why it's a lot more environmentally friendly, as the carbon credits offset these emissions from the token's use. The blockchain is mined sustainably. Green company invested in companies benefit, and they will create a growth trajectory that's sustainable in the future. Now, also what's going to be coming out is carbon credit NFTs, which I bet you've never seen in your life. So once again, check out these guys' links in the description below if you want to learn more. And that brings me to the roadmap, where these guys are looking, quite far into the future, where in Q1 of 2023, or right now, they're purchasing real world ownership in ecologically friendly companies to create revenue for the community. They're activating PERFUEL staking, which you will see on the D app. Further reveal into the concept design with PERFUEL holders in mind, and donations that will be made available to community-based organizations that the members will vote on, making a real world difference. This is a little intro to the project where you can learn a lot more about the carbon credit ecosystem. The main challenges of the current systems are lack of transparency, fragmented implementations of carbon credits, so it's not really working well, and huge transaction costs is making nobody incentivized to use carbon credits. The Paris Agreement brought them to life. Blockchain is going to increase all of these things in potential, in efficiency, and it's going to make it a lot easier to, create a sustainable ecosystem using the blockchain. So you can learn a lot more using all of these links that I'm looking at right now. You can see exactly where the money is going from all the funds that are raised. It's a very stable option. It's easier to understand the market when it comes to gold, right? Which is what these guys are doing. They're backing gold, they're backing crypto and blockchain, and they're backing sustainability, which are three practices that really, really go well together. If you want to check out the app as well, you can do so. Oh, sorry. Well, this is the white paper, which I do recommend you check it out as well. But I'm going to leave everything linked in the description below. And once you start staking, you're going to see how many rewards you're getting. If you want to stake BNB, trade it into the PRF. This is the pre-sale that you're able to do right now. If you just connect your wallet and type in, let's say 100 BNB, you're able to get your PRF at a discounted amount. You're able to stake it immediately and claim your rewards. And also, there's a referral system for 15% of anything anybody else creates that actually joins in from your referral code. So I recommend you check the links down in the description below. Learn a little bit more about the project, give these guys a follow, and enter the future of blockchain, powered by gold, and empowering sustainability. So thanks for taking the time to watch this. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below with your favorite thoughts and opinions. And lastly, I'm not a financial advisor, and you should do your own due diligence before investing into anything in the blockchain, crypto, or NFT world. So thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.